give me like a little recap. So you came and saw me, what was it, almost a month ago now?
Oh man, it was like 5 weeks ago. I had been to my primary care physician who had sent me to a specialist because I couldn't get anything to fix my exhaustion that I've had for 30 years because I had the worst case of mono back in 9th grade that my doctor had ever seen. Like my Epstein-Barr levels were so high that I ended up missing my entire the last marking period of 9th grade. I couldn't stay awake for longer than a couple of hours a day, and I never really got better.
You never got completely over being tired.
Right. The rest of high school was a challenge. College was terrible. Work has been a struggle. I spent several years working in jobs that I had to drive, and that was terrible. I'd have to be on the phone with my mom to stay awake. Anytime I drive anywhere, I couldn't drive anywhere by myself. I always had to either have somebody with me to take over or be on the phone to stay awake. Just lately had been getting so bad.
Since when?
Since COVID. the horrible word that it's like curse word.
It got worse.
And I don't know if it was exactly when I had COVID or from the vaccine that my job forced me to get. Had been getting worse and worse and worse and worse to the point where there were days that I was asleep more than I was awake.
And still tired.
And still tired. My doctor was like, well, you're just tired. Like,
you had a sleep apnea test?
Yeah, sleep study.
You went to an endocrinologist?
They've had nothing wrong. They redid my Epstein-Barr, and they were like, well, of course you're going to have the antibodies you had Epstein-Barr. Like, there's nothing we can do for you. You're just gonna have to live with this. And I was like, I can't live like this anymore. I had done some, Google research, and I had found a holistic doctor down in Alabama, and one of the pieces of his treatment for people with chronic fatigue mentioned a vagus nerve reset, and I was like, wait a minute, that's what Ryan does. I don't need to go to Alabama. My son trains at Ryan's. I'm gonna go talk to Ryan. I spent an hour here with some poking and coughing and sniffing and ear pinching, and for the past 5 weeks I haven't taken a nap. I'm like a new person, and it's unbelievable. Like 30 years of my life I spent completely miserable, and I'm a new person.
And that is the truth. She looked like a walking zombie most of the time. And she pushed herself to do the things she had to do, but the rest of the time she would be taking a nap because she was exhausted. And I live in the same house. I've seen her. I raised her, and it broke my heart that she could not enjoy life. Today she took her kids to the driving range. She would have never been able to do that. Never. Because she was too tired. This has been a huge, huge blessing in her life. I'm telling you. Yeah. And her children and her husband's life, because she's like a new person. It's that it can do that to somebody that has had something for 30 years is mind-boggling to me, but thank God it happened.
Yeah.
In an hour.
In an hour.
In an hour.
In an hour.
A little square
It's
one.
It's like you are wonderful.
Thank you. I can't take credit for it. It's
square one is like an irreplaceable treatment. To me, it's a treatment.
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah, and
I said, well, you have to go back. She said, no, Ryan said I really don't have to come back because he reset my nervous system. I'm like, really? And it's just blows me away.
Yeah.